Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
The Blue Jays just watched a player nobody wanted 3 years ago set multiple MLB postseason records and nearly carry them to a World Series championship. Ernie Clement's name wasn't on anyone's radar in March of 2023 when Toronto signed him to a minor league deal. Now he's the centerpiece of their infield, a Gold Glove caliber defender, and living proof that elite player development beats expensive free agency every single time. What happened isn't luck. It's a masterclass in organizational vision that's about to pay dividends for years to come. Let's start with the numbers because they're absolutely absurd. 30 hits across 18 playoff games, that's an MLB postseason record. 22 singles, another record. 10 multi-hit games, you guessed it, another record. Clement finished the playoffs with a .411 batting average and a .990 OPS while playing every single inning from the ALDS through Game 7 of the World Series. This wasn't a hot streak. This was sustained excellence under the brightest lights baseball has to offer. When championships are on the line, when pressure peaks, when every at-bat matters, Ernie Clement delivered. Now here's where this gets interesting. Clement wasn't some top prospect who finally broke through. He wasn't a highly touted amateur with pedigree and hype. He was a 29-year-old journeyman who'd been designated for assignment twice by Cleveland. His career looked like organizational depth at best. 4 career home runs entering 2023, a AAA on-base percentage below 300, 0 path to playing time on a Blue Jays roster that had Bo Bichette, Matt Chapman, Whit Merrifield, Santiago Espinal, and Kevin Biggio all ahead of him. There was no logical reason to believe Clement would become anything more than a bench player who occasionally fills in during injuries. But watch what championship-level player development looks like. In 2023 at Buffalo, Clement slashed .348, .401, .554 with double-digit home runs for the first time in his professional career. The contact ability was always there. What Toronto unlocked was turning that contact into actual production. His MLB cameo that season showed a 143 WRC plus across 52 plate appearances. The blueprint was forming. The organization saw something nobody else did. 2024 was when Clement carved out indispensability. He played 139 games, posted 2.2 FWAR, and became a Gold Glove finalist at third base despite splitting time across all 4 infield positions. The transformation wasn't just happening, it was accelerating. Then 2025 arrived and Clement played 157 games, leading the entire roster in appearances while helping Toronto win the AL East for the first time in a decade. His regular season numbers were solid, .277 batting average, 9 home runs, 50 RBIs. Good, but not spectacular. But here's what everyone misses about Ernie Clement. His value isn't measured in flashy regular season statistics. It's measured in championship reliability and defensive excellence. Over the past 2 seasons, his 5.3 FWAR ranks 74th among all position players in baseball. That puts him ahead of Xander Bogaerts, Junior Caminero, and O'Neill Cruz. Read that again. A player nobody wanted 3 years ago is outproducing former All-Stars and elite prospects over a sustained 2-year period. That's not variance. That's real, verified production. The Blue Jays didn't stumble into this. This was intentional strategic roster construction. While other organizations mortgage their futures chasing declining veterans or overpay for marginal upgrades, Toronto identified an undervalued skill set and maximized it through elite player development. Clement's contact ability ranks in the 97th percentile for strikeout avoidance. Combined with defensive versatility across the entire infield, you get championship-level value that doesn't show up on traditional scouting reports. The organization saw elite contact plus emerging power plus Gold Glove defense and recognized it equals sustainable production. Now project forward to 2026. The Blue Jays are handing Ernie Clement the full-time keys to third base after he proved himself on baseball's biggest stage. If he maintains even 75% of his playoff production, which is conservative given his trajectory, you're looking at a player who hits .300 with 15 to 20 home runs, elite on-base skills, and Gold Glove caliber defense. That profile makes him one of the most complete third basemen in the American League, not through prospect hype or free agent bidding wars, but through verified championship performance. Here's the competitive advantage Toronto built that nobody's talking about. While rivals chase $100 million free agents hoping for production, the Blue Jays developed a homegrown solution who thrives under pressure and costs league minimum. That's sustainable championship construction. That's how you build decade-long competitive windows instead of 3-year rental periods hoping everything breaks right. Clement isn't just filling third base. He's proof that Toronto's development system can turn overlooked talent into championship contributors, while other teams waste resources chasing name recognition. The historical parallels are striking. Daniel Murphy's postseason explosion in 2015 completely transformed perceptions of his offensive ceiling. Jose Bautista's age 29 breakout turned him from journeyman into franchise cornerstone and superstar. Both players leveraged late development into sustained excellence that nobody saw coming. Clement fits that exact profile, a late-blooming player who maximized his tools through relentless work and organizational investment. The difference, Clement already proved himself in the World Series. He's not chasing validation. He's building on verified championship performance that happened under the brightest lights. Looking at realistic 2026 projections, conservative estimates have Clement maintaining his defensive brilliance while posting a WRC plus around 110 to 115. That's above average offensive production combined with elite glove work at a premium position. The Blue Jays aren't hoping for development anymore. They're banking on continuation of established excellence. Every single aspect of Clement's game improved year over year since joining Toronto. His power developed, his plate discipline sharpened, his defense went from solid to elite. There's zero reason to expect regression when the tools, approach, and organizational support all point upward. Here's what makes this even more impressive. Clement's contact ability gives him an incredibly high floor. Even if the power regresses slightly, even if the batting average dips to 270 or 265, he's still providing massive value through defense and on-base skills. Players who make contact at elite rates don't just fall off cliffs. They maintain consistency because their approach doesn't rely on luck or timing. They control the bat. They put the ball in play. They force defenses to make plays. That's sustainable production. The defensive versatility also can't be overstated. Clement proved he can play all 4 infield positions at an above-average level. That flexibility is championship equity. It allows the Blue Jays to optimize matchups, give players rest without sacrificing defense, and adjust to injuries without panicking. When you have a player who can seamlessly move around the diamond while providing offensive production, that's a roster cheat code that most teams don't have access to. Compare Clement's development to how other organizations operate. How many teams would have given him consistent playing time in 2024 when he was still relatively unproven? How many would have trusted him in high-leverage playoff moments instead of benching him for a veteran with name recognition? Toronto's willingness to let players prove themselves through performance rather than pedigree is exactly why they're building sustained success while other franchises cycle through expensive failures. The championship blueprint is clear now. Find undervalued talent that other organizations overlook. Develop elite skills through world-class player development systems. Prove value in October when games matter most. Build sustainable rosters around players who produce rather than players who used to produce. Ernie Clement embodies this philosophy perfectly. The 2026 season isn't about potential anymore. It's about sustaining proven excellence while the Blue Jays pursue another championship. Think about what this means for Toronto's future roster construction. If they can turn Ernie Clement from waiver wire pickup into championship contributor, what else can they do with players other teams give up on? What other undervalued skills can they identify and maximize? This isn't a one-time fluke. This is a repeatable process that creates competitive advantages year after year. While other teams spend $200 million hoping aging stars have one more good season left, Toronto is building sustainable excellence through development. So here's where we land. Ernie Clement's 2026 season isn't a question mark. It's not even a projection based on hope. It's a continuation of verified, championship-tested performance. He's proven he can hit elite pitching under maximum pressure. He's proven his defense translates to October. He's proven his approach is sustainable. The Blue Jays found their third baseman, and they did it without spending a dime in free agency. That's organizational excellence. That's championship architecture. And that's exactly why Toronto is positioned for sustained dominance while everyone else chases yesterday's stars.